Hey guys, welcome back to Roadcraft. So here we are, patch 2.0 just came out, and I want to go over some of the things in the patch. Now, I put out a video last night about some of the side effects of patch 2.0, and one is going to be affecting this video, and that is that if you play on controller like me, and you use inverted controls, your axis is now reversed. So I'm trying very hard to play the game. Now, I should mention about that, I already made a video about that. The developer's aware of that, and they're working on fixing it. Until that time, my camera is going to be bouncing out like this because it's backwards. Okay, so there's that. It's a known issue. It's really it makes the game unplayable. But let's talk about the things that they changed in the patch that are good, things that they added, things I like, and I'm going to go over all of those. Okay, so what I did was I went through the patch notes. I read everything in the patch notes, and I picked out some of the things that I want to show here. So you can find the patch notes easily, of course. I was just reading them on Steam, and I pulled a few things out that I wanted to check on first. So yeah, I'm trying to ignore the... They're going to fix this, okay? See, they're going to fix this, but just know that as of the patch, it's hard to play the game with the controller. Okay, so let's have a look at... So they added a photo mode. Now, there's one thing about this I find a little... Okay, so when you pause the game... I'm on an Xbox controller. I'm on PC, but I'm on an Xbox controller. When you pause the game, you can press X to go to photo mode. This is a really familiar photo mode to games like, for instance, it looks a lot like the one from American Truck Simulator. Really other games too. Let me see, are the keyboard controls the same? No, they're not. So let's see. Camera up, down. Okay, so you have all these controls. Oops, reverted axis. Yeah, I just can't do it, guys. All right, so very similar to like you'd see in other games. I think it's cool because the game looks beautiful and takes beautiful pictures. However, one thing, and forgive me if I'm just missing this, there's no take picture button. I guess there is. It's the Steam screenshot button, but I could do that anyway. So I guess it's kind of cool, but it'd be cool if there was a button to take the picture. I guess I can reach over my keyboard and hit F12 or whatever, but I just think that's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, so there's that. So there's a camera mode. That's cool. That's cool. I've never seen a camera mode that didn't have a take a picture button, but there you go. There's that. Now, okay, so we can strap vehicles on the back of other vehicles, which is cool. Before, there was a trick to do it. Let's see, do I have my pike out? Yeah, I believe it's out somewhere. Actually, better idea. Let's try one of the new vehicles. Somewhere, here it is. Right here, we got this guy out here. Let's put a vehicle in the back of this guy. So how do I work the, let's fire him up. How do I work the ramps? Y on this vehicle. And we've got a vehicle right down the road. Yeah, here, let's take this, we got this, one of these recovery vehicles down here, this mule recovery vehicle. I am looking forward to trying this guy here. This thing has a stronger winch than the Lynx even. It says it does. It's like a 25-meter length or something, and 8-ton capacity. Pull this up here. Now there was a way to strap vehicles, but it required putting objects on the trailer with it, and the vehicle would strap because well, darn it. Well, first of all, okay, I'm not a fan of the mule trucks because they're so tippy. All right, we got the mule truck up here. Boy, that's kind of hard to load. Yeah, it's super hard to load. All right, let's switch back to our Lynx. Okay, yeah, I think it's really hard to load, but can we strap it? Oh, different button? Different button. Okay, well, there we go. There's that. Well, that was really, really ridiculously hard to load. All right, so we're going to take this little Malamute out there. Let's see this. This should load on the trailer easily. This trailer needs a front part. Yeah, the vehicles keep rolling off towards the front. Okay, so... here's what we're going to do. Yeah, that's just, boy, nothing's working out today. Let's call these back. I'm going to try a vehicle, which I know I want to see if it straps down. The thing with this crane is, well, it's slow. The thing is, it's slow. It will fit on a trailer. Actually, this fits on the back of the pike, but it's kind of pretty heavy for that thing. Well, let's see. I mean, if it fits on the pike, it should fit on this guy, right? So let's try this. If it didn't carry this, so I couldn't get the mule strap down. The Malamute was, I'm just trying to figure, mostly it's tracked vehicles that you're going to want to transport via a ramp. Of course, this is going to hang off the edge. says it's strapped. It says it's strapped. Here, unstrap. Strap. Okay, so it says it's strapped. It says it's strapped. Well, let's take it for a joyride. Oh, whoa. Why do I have a... Why am I winched? Hold up. What? Is it just me or am I winched? Is my trailer winched to something? What is going on here? Yeah. What is that even? Select winch point. I don't want to select a winch point. So aim winch is the same thing for strap cargo. Well, why would they do that? Here, detach the winch. Okay, so you can strap cargo apparently, but then you have to detach your winch. Alright, well, it seems to me that that's questionable. So yeah, the thing with this crane is it's really, really heavy, but we tested this. We tested the vehicle strapping, and actually, is it falling off the trailer though? Sorry, my camera. It's hard to move my camera. Alright, so I chose a weird combination of stuff to do there, but there's that. Just go ahead and retain this back to the garage because my Lynx is having a heart attack trying to pull that thing right now. All right, so yeah, I got to point out the very questionable why is, and this is much the same also if you're towing something and you want to activate towing, this, if you're not pointed the right direction, this will reset your winch also. Maybe this is different on keyboard controls, but with the controller, so if I'm strapping a vehicle, because the strap button is now on R2, they need to fix that. Well, you have to deactivate your winch. Oh, there's the straps. Okay, so I retained, here we go. I retained the crane, and now you can see what the straps were. So there's something else they need to fix. When you retain a vehicle off the back of a trailer, now you need to delete the straps, guys. All right, there's a few things from this patch they need to fix, but if you wonder what the straps look like, there you go. See, there's vehicle straps. Let's go ahead and retain this guy back. All right, I feel like I'm finding more bugs than I'm... And to be fair, as far as the bugs go also, yeah, there was a lot more mentioned in my video that I posted yesterday. I mentioned the controls being backwards, which makes it very hard for people who play with inverted controls to play. But a lot of y'all mentioned there's other things. One person said his game just constantly crashes, and I don't know about that. But a lot of games get patches or get bugs when they get patches, and this is kind of bad on a lot of fronts. All right, so looking at, hop in this guy here. It's a truck. So I'm looking at other changes with the patch that I wanted to mention. I cherry-picked some of the stuff out of the patch notes. One thing is, it says decreased rain occurrence, which I thought was really cool. And my first thought was the map kernel, which of course we're on right now. But it occurs to me that it's been raining literally the entire time we've been here. So, you know, that's why I came here. I came to Kernel to record this video because I wanted to, this is the most beautiful map when the sun's out. But it's literally been raining the entire time we've been here. And maybe that's just a freak occurrence. Yeah, so decreased rain occurrence, guys. Look at this decreased rain occurrence. Oh, it's like... Oh, I don't know what. I wanted to show the cool stuff in the patch. I want to say, okay, let's forget about the camera thing for a minute. I'm going to suffer through that. I'm going to show you all the cool things in the patch, right? It's still raining. But, hey, trust me, bro. They say it's decreased. Okay. And also, here we go. Here's something cool with the patch. Look at this. Quick markers. I like that. I do like that. There's something that's just, that is objectively good. Quick markers. That's really great. The radial menu was cool, but took a minute. And if you hold it, you can still get the custom marker. Okay, so you can hold it and get the custom marker, or you can... Oh, guys, okay. I should have led the video with this. This is actually awesome. This is great. That's just great. Yeah, the radial menu was kind of a pain, but knowing that we can just pull this up and just go click, 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 and there's a little route to follow. That's awesome. Guys, home run. So, and then also, they says that they replaced the vehicle service. Oh, look. Hey, it stopped raining, guys. It stopped raining. All right. Awesome. Now, yeah, because when the weather is clear here on Kernel, it's absolutely beautiful. All right. So they replaced the service. I don't know what it was called before. I called it gasoline. The fuel that you put in the recovery vehicles to recall vehicles with and also fire up quarries. For some reason, I don't know why, they changed that currency. If you look up in the top right of my screen, it's no longer a gas can. It's now a little arrow. and it says it's called service tokens. I only assume it was called gasoline before. I think it says it like one time. You never see what it's called, so I don't know what it really mattered. It's the same color, though. It's the same little light purple color. Now it's got an arrow instead of a gas can. That's cool. I mean, that's fine. Yeah. It's something... I was trying to point out, like, interface stuff that they changed. I'm kind of jumping around here between some vehicle stuff, some interface stuff. They made it so that you can turn off and let's fire this truck up. I'm just sitting in this truck so that I have something to record from. So now you can hold the parking brake, shut the engine down. But, and in regards to the gasoline, I'm like, why did they change that resource? My only thought is because the trucks in this game, unlike SnowRunner and MudRunner, the trucks in this game don't use fuel, so maybe they found it confusing that fuel was a resource. However, speaking of not using fuel, there's no need to shut down your trucks. But I figure it's just for, like, roleplay, immersion, you know, maybe. You can shut down your truck. I think it's cool. I like the feature. I don't know if I'll use it, but it doesn't hurt anything that it's there. It's cool that you can shut down the engines. That's cool. Yeah, you can shut down the engines. On the rollers here, they made it so that the roller function can now be turned on and off. And I've tested this, and I don't see any difference. So we're going to, you see right there, I can hold the left bumper button and push start rolling asphalt. So now we're rolling asphalt, but I haven't seen a difference, and I wouldn't know I was rolling asphalt if it didn't say so in the menu. Now, frankly, my input is this is annoying. Okay, I had no problem with it rolling all the time because the way I see it, that's what the thing does. It's got a big heavy drum that rolls, right? I had no problem with it being on all the time, and I've not seen any effect in the vehicle's speed. Oh, those straps are still there. Guys, check that out. Those vehicle straps? Okay, so there's a bug. They need to fix that. The vehicle straps did not disappear. Okay, there's a bug. If you guys are watching, take note of that. Right, so I don't see any outward difference when this thing is rolling or not rolling asphalt. So what I'm saying is it doesn't speed up or slow down. There's no way to tell that it does. Here's the thing. Here's why I mentioned that. When I play, I generally play with as little HUD as possible because it's obtrusive, especially the vehicle control hints. Having those axes pop up on my cranes on the screen, I hate it. So I usually play with my vehicle control hints off. Most things you can tell by visually looking at the vehicle, but this I can't tell if my roller's on or off. So that means if I'm rolling, I have to have that part of my HUD on so I can see if it's rolling or not, because there's no way to see. I literally just thought of that. I was going to show you the rolling function, but I just thought of that. Yeah, there's, see right now I'm toggling it on and off. All I'm saying is I didn't have a problem with it being on all the time, personally. But hey, there's that. All right, now let's talk about you. Okay, guys, a really cool new change. Here's a cool change. Let's hope I don't think there's any downsides to this. I don't think there's any downsides to this. This vehicle here. All right, first of all, this vehicle, I pointed out in a recent video, has something, or had something fairly annoying with it. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, this vehicle had something fairly annoying with it, and that is the platform rotation was on the same axis as the dumping. So when you rotated like this, you had to hold down on the stick or otherwise it'd start dumping. Well, now they're on, as you can see here, on separate shoulder buttons. That's just smart. That's just a no-nonsense smart move, you know? So now we can, yeah, there's no fear of dumping it when you rotate it. Now, I did dump that for a reason. I dumped that for a reason because, not because I wanted sand there, but because they added a new, this is a cool little small touch. They added a new sand fill animation. There you go. It does look better. Instead of just pouring out of like a black hole, it just kind of does this. I mean, I'm not sure I would notice it if they hadn't said. It's pretty subtle, but it does look better. Yeah, it looks better than just coming out of a wormhole floating above your truck. It does look better. There's a lot of changes. There's actually some changes that I wrote down on my list to show you guys, but when I went through and tested this stuff, I actually couldn't see them. Like, for instance, it says, among other things, let's hop in this guy here. It says, among other things, that the vehicles have a better shake effect when they're running, but I haven't seen any indication of that. Like, I've looked, I was like, oh, does that mean my truck is shaking while the engine runs? Maybe. If it does, it's really subtle. I haven't seen it. This truck here, I like this cargo truck. It's kind of cool. It's not as huge and big as the big one, I don't really know the names. I just kind of call them by what they are, you know. But this particular, you know, this is the cargo truck that's made from the same vehicle frame as the grader. Well, it now has a sand flattening mode. Right now we're in marching. It also has manual. Is that manual? Manual. Yeah, it's got manual, marching, and this now has sand flattening, which I think is cool. Now, I don't think it's the other ones. I think it's only this one, which could give me cause to use this truck more. I like this truck. I usually use the other one with the bigger wheels because it's bigger. Let's check one of the other cargo trucks to see, does it have sand flattening mode as well? Because this other one, I don't think it did. Nah, see, this one doesn't. Just marching and manual. All right, so there's reason to, which, yeah, I'm fine with that. Reason to use this other grader, this other cargo truck. I don't know where I parked it. And there's some other things that, there's a long list. There's a long list of changes. But one thing for sure, there's some downsides to this patch. One being that if you use inverted controls, but again, I'm sure they'll fix this. I do not want to make that the main part of this video, and I'll probably pull the other video down when they do fix it because I don't want to have irrelevant information up on my channel. So I don't want to hang on that. I'm sure that'll be fixed anytime now, but just know that at the time of the patch, it was really difficult for some of us to play. There's that. We got the bug with the vehicle straps, which we just noticed. We got some things I found curious, you know, as you know, why is there no take a picture mode on the take a picture button on the camera? Just questionable, right? A couple other things I found that were just kind of questionable, like why did they do this? I feel like this video was going to be a cool thing showing off the patch because I'm excited to play it. And oh, they had the new vehicles. I'll make a separate video on the new vehicles, guys. I'll make a separate video on the recovery vehicles once I can properly play the game and move my camera without smacking into the ground constantly. We'll make a separate video on that. But this was supposed to be, it was not going to be a critical video, but I gotta say that I feel like they messed up a lot of stuff with the patch. However, nevertheless, I tried to show you everything, all the like notable stuff that I noticed. It was stuff that would be clearly noticed. Another thing being here's a great little addition they did. When you flip through your menu here, you can easily see which vehicles are deployed and which ones are not deployed. See right there, deployed. It's a big bright yellow icon now. It's much easier to see. I feel that was a win. That's a solid win. There was a way to tell. I forget what it was, but this is way easier now. The quick markers. I'll tell you, you know what my favorite addition of the patch is? It's the quick markers. That's the best thing they did right there. That's the best thing they did. That's pure quality of life, and they didn't mess it up. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I guess we're waiting on some fixes for some stuff. Yeah, we're waiting on some fixes for the patch 2.0. Well, to be fair, we've already had 2.1 hotfix. As of today, what is today? The 11th, I think. Oh, geez. It's, I lost track of my days. I think today's the 11th. As of today, there is or maybe as of yesterday it was, well, there's already been a patch 2.1 hotfix, but we're waiting on another hotfix because we got to get this fixed. Yeah, so that we can play. And we'll see about that. For now, guys, thanks so much for watching. I got some more stuff to do. We're going to have another video coming up. Until they get this view fixed, I can't really play the game very much. So we're going to have some other content on here, and maybe I can still do some stuff here. We'll see. But I kind of, here's the thing, guys. I kind of don't want to get used to this because then that'd be weird. Yeah, it's like trying to rewire your brain because all my muscle memory tells me to move my camera a different way. Anyway, but I'll be back with another video for you guys real soon. Thanks a lot. Be sure to tell me what you think in the comments down below, your thoughts on the patch. I'm trying not to hang too much on the negative stuff, but unfortunately there was a lot of negative stuff with the patch. Yeah, give me your opinion down below. I'd like to hear it, and I'll reply to you guys in the comments. All right, guys, I'll catch you next time real soon. Thanks a lot. Peace out.